Welcome to Fine Woodworking News for August 18th. I'm Ben Strano, and every time I watch a woodpeckers video, at the very end of it, YouTube recommends I watch Dolly Parton Jolene 33 RPM slowed down digital version, and I recommend you watch it too. It'll change your life. That's all I'm going to play. All right. Now, I hinted at it last week. New issue of Fine Woodworking magazine is out. Issue number 305, October 2023. Lots of great stuff. Mike Korsak's beautiful pieces on the cover. Oh, this cover just calls to you. So let's take a look at it on the website. Okay, so if you are a Fine Woodworking Unlimited member, you can click right there under, homepage, magazine. All of the magazines show up. And let's just open this up, full window, and scroll through it a little bit. So Mike Korsak on the cover. We've got Christian Bexford. We've got all sorts of good stuff. Workshop tips, reviews, the Grizzly, the wide segmented affordable jointer. That's the jointer planer. Sorry, the Grizzly's jointer planer. A woodpecker's combination square, the AccuBeer burnisher, and a cordless vacuum reviewed by experts. We have Chris Schwarz sharpening weird things, weird shaped things. Chris has been obsessed with making chairs, and nobody sharpens more weird things than chair makers these days. A profile on Jeremy Trickler, who I remember meeting way back in North Bennett Street School probably 7 years ago. Christian Bexford shaker hanging cabinet, cute little cabinet to hang on the wall. And then we have Eleanor Rose refurbishing a block plane. Eleanor is an incredible tool maker. Her work is exquisite. Online, we have a gallery of her favorite pieces that she's made. Sanding under the microscope, scanning electron microscope, looking at various surfaces after various grits. Very, very interesting, geeky article. Again, Mike Korsak, elegant table comes together at the corner. The main detail for me is this gunstock miter detail. Oof. Not easy, but worth it. Curtis Buchanan carving spoons from bent blanks. If you're a spoon carver, even if you're not a spoon carver, this is a really interesting article. You don't have to find crooked blanks of wood anymore to make a crooked spoon. Beautiful gallery as always. And then a write-up on shaker design by none other than Christian Bexford, who I can't think of anyone more qualified to write that piece than Christian, the modern master of shaker furniture. And then we have a beautiful piece on the back cover, of course. So that is issue 305. Now let's go and let's look at the other exciting thing on the website is video workshops that have come out. We have two video workshops with Dan Fea. We have a video workshop with Dan copying a museum style piece, making a full-size drawing from it. It is 11 episodes over 3 hours of videos of him taking a piece made by his mentor, Phil Lowe, and creating a full-size drawing from it. And then the next video workshop that we're in the middle of posting, they're going to be posting about one episode a week, is him making that chair a duplicate of Phil's chair. So Dan's work is incredible. I can't think of anyone who's taught people how to make more Queen Anne chairs than Dan Fea. Every piece, every detail, every technique has been worked out and gone over to within an inch of its life. This is a video workshop you don't want to miss. It is edited by my favorite YouTube woodworker, Bridget from Dinkle's Woodshop, and she's done an incredible job, and I'm proud to be involved in it. And boom, that's enough about that. Let's talk about the news. All right, woodpeckers, clamp and guide router adapter. I love it when Woodpecker sells stuff that's pretty affordable. So this is a nice little clamping guide straight edge, $54 for a 48 inch, $44 and change for a 24 inch. And then they've got the little guide rail thingy that can attach to a router and make it do that thing. So really, really cool from Woodpeckers. Yeah, Again, Dolly Parton, Jolene, 33 RPM, slowed down digital version. Woodpecker's one-time tool, stainless steel step gauge. It's a step gauge. That's about all I got to say about that. And I'm not going to cover every time Woodpeckers comes out with a new router bit because they're doing a lot of new router bits. But there was two this time that were really interesting to me. They have a carbide insert rabbiting bit set, and they have a flush or a pattern bit, but shallow pattern bit. Prior to this, the only manufacturer that I knew of that was making shallow pattern bits like this was Whiteside. You see a lot of our authors, Mike Pekovich uses them, Bob Van Dyke uses them all the time. Super handy bits. All right, now a related company to Woodpeckers, Blue Spruce Toolworks, has introduced their Optima chisel plane, priced at $100. This is a cool little chisel plane, flush cut plane thingy do. Priced pretty nicely, actually. Panarouter has their thickness gauge XL, as I understand it, a beefier thickness gauge to add to your Panarouter, and it's priced at $15. All right, let's feature a gallery piece. I really like this watch box from member JK47. New South Wales rosewood, featured Queensland maple lid, North American rock maple inlay. I think maybe it's just because I've been thinking about like chaotic inlays a lot more in my own work lately, but I really like this technique that JK47 used, and I think they did a beautiful job on this little box. Super cool. Nice work, JK47. All right. Festool announced a whole mess of stuff. I don't even know where to begin. It's all confusing, but let's just begin right at the top. They've got the cordless job site table saw. Tool Guide thought, and I agreed with them a long time ago when this was first announced to influencers only, that it was going to be priced around $2,000. Looks like it's priced at $14.99 and goes up from there with different feature sets. Still, that's a lot of money. So they have a recip saw, and they have new drills, the CXS12, the CXS18, and there's the TXS18. And as I understand that, the TXS18 and the CSX18 are the same drill, just with a different handle. They've got new right angle adapters, the TSV60, which is like their sheet goods plunge cutting saw. It's got the scoring blade on the front, has been officially announced, and the TS60K plunge cut saw has been officially announced. Now, I have seen some of those on like woodcraft.com and a couple of different places. They're starting to hit all of your retailers. I saw the table saw on Lee Valley. I saw some stuff on Tools for Working Wood, but who knows where it's all going to be right now. But one thing that I was really confused about was the CT25 mobile dust extractor. And if you go to the page, the landing page is $485, or it's going to be $485, but they're really selling it as like a shop vac, like, you know, clean up dust, dirt, and water with it. But then I dug a little bit deeper, and it's got 130 CFM of flow, or volume flow. And then I checked the $800 CT26, and that has 138 CFM. So what is the difference between the CT26 and the CT25? They're both dust extractors. The marketing for one seems to be more of a shop vac, and the marketing for the other seems to be more of a dust extractor as we've come to know the field. But they seem to be kind of the same thing. CT25 is, as far as I can tell, a stripped down version, less features. Can't put a sustainer on the top, but still automatic on off with the tool, still variable flow. I think the hose is better on a CT26, but I think this is kind of cool. It opens up a high quality dust extractor to an audience that can't afford $800 for a vacuum. So good on you, Festool. Tools for Working Wood has the Zona 3-inch triangle ruler. I think this is a cool little ruler. It's got metric on one side, imperial on the other. And my only complaint, and Amanda Russell agrees with me, 22 thousandths of an inch thick is really thin. But I could see it being a handy little ruler triangle to have around. Grizzly has the T33285 Premium Smoothing Plane number 7. They're version of a number 7 for $197.95. Woodcraft has the Arbortech Mini Carver with carbide blade and sanding disc assortment. Arbortech seems to have a lot of cool new attachments coming out for their grinder thingies, mini carvers. I've seen Danielle Rose Bird using something similar. I don't know. Lee Valley has, just right before I started recording this, posted a multi-purpose rigid bowl rest. So it's a tool rest for bowl carving. Boom. Well, that about does it for this episode of Fine Woodworking News. If you think I missed anything, let me know in the comments, or you can email me at woodworkingnews@taunton.com. Let's get the conversation happening. What were your favorites in this roundup? My favorite thing is honestly the CT25. I like to see more affordable versions of great tools coming out all the time. That's a great thing for everything. So head on over to finewoodworking.com and sign up for an unlimited membership and dig into Dan Feo's video workshop. It is epic. All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks.